Another right foot of an athlete, as sore as the left one. Again, you're right away feeling the adhesion in the mid-foot and distal part. Right here. Midline. Fourth middle. Second and even the first metatarsal bones. They have fixation, not moving well. Checking for the tissue, temperature, mobility, elasticity, palpating softly. Continue with the soft palpation, pressing, going up. Noticing limited mobilities of the big toe, second, fourth one, and relatively hypomobile pinky. Starting with effleurage, applying some lotion. From the heel down to the toes, pressing, light pressure to start with, going down and up, down and up, going around. Checking the base center. Checking the joint. That's where the heel bone connected to the tarsal bone. Pressing. Noticing adhesion right here and going up, applying stronger pressure on the heel, adding some lotion, and pressing. Down and up. Moving the tissues up, squeezing from both, pressing from both sides. Most proximal point, which is here, and release, compress and release, compress, release. Noticing the color change. 1, 2, 3. Pressing down. And treating the fixation outer side. Just just at the edge of the heel bone. Applying more lotion and using our fascial release tool, shape of a hook. Doing fascial release from the heel towards the toes. That's our motion. That's the direction we are going. You can see local color change. And checking for the tissue mobility. It has improved. Again, same direction. Longer strokes all the way to the head of the fifth metatarsal. Moving, making our way almost to the pinky toe, returning, checking with the hand. That's how we sense the changes, and then repeating the process. Really feeling that we are mobilizing the tissue, and the evidence is this change from white to red. That's how good our microcirculation, blood flow is compared to before. Even comparing to the mid part, here the blood is really moving through the tissues. Checking, it's getting warm. Moving our way to the midfoot. Applying some pressure. Compressing the tissue and then stretching. Compressing and stretching. Compressing and stretching. That's the way we release the superficial fascia. Compressing and stretching. And for the deep fascia, we go different direction. Edge of the heel towards the toes. One. That's how the fascial lines are positioned here. Almost following the line of metatarsal bones. 2, 3, and 4. Definitely notice some adhesions here. Adding some lotion. Making sure everything is smooth, and using the other part of the tool. First moving slowly. First we want to see how the tissue is going to respond to our treatment. And then pressing a bit harder. Seeing the tissue change the color. Applying the pressure and going to the metatarsal bone. Small strokes direction from the heel to the toe. Heel to toe. And turning it the other way so we can hook around the tissue. Press and release. And again, applying more pressure, moving towards the big toe. So we are covering the first and second facial spaces. Moving down towards the fascia, towards the capsule of the metatarsophalangeal joint, returning and going again, and checking as always, checking with our hand, noticing how pink the foot is, and going last time with mild pressure, nice and smooth. Tissue is mobile, moving all directions under my fingers, pressing, returning. And a flourish. We are moving to the area of metatarsophalangeal joints. Pressing on the first one, second, third, fourth and fifth. Gentle traction. At the same time checking the mobility. We need some medial mobilization of the big toe. Using our acupressure tool. Levering it, hyperextending while supporting the foot with my hands. And pressing right here. Increasing the pressure. Using my thumb, applying gentle traction with two hands, two fingers, just to show how it's done, like this, and releasing, hyperextending, flexing, once again applying pressure. Distal phalanx and releasing. Checking the mobility, which we see is increased. Now the toe is way more mobile. Moving to the second one. Using acupressure tool, pressing here, right at the base. Space between the second and the middle one. Gentle traction. Flexion. Extension. With very gentle hyperextension within the physiological limits. Here we are. Traction. Moving to the third one, the middle one. Using the tool. Once again pressing in the same space. Base of the phalanx. Right in between. Flexion. Extension. Gentle traction. Flexion, extension, traction, flexion, extension. Here we need more work to mobilize, so I'm using the bigger part of the acupuncture stick. Pressing, flexing, extending. Still we cannot get that mobility, so I'm working around the head of the phalanx, metatarsal bone, metatarsophalangeal joint, maximum flexion, physiological hyperextension, gentle traction with 2 index fingers and release. Checking the mobility of the toes, effleuration. Side surfaces. That's the way to get maximum toe separation and mobility of the front foot. Rush towards the heel with both hands. Nice and warm tissues. Pink color shows us that blood flows freely, feels soft and warm. As for now, adhesions cannot be felt anymore. Any direction we are moving moves easily. Immediately we see the color change. Skin color is changing. And once we remove the fingers, it restores the circulation almost immediately. Gentle compression. Once again compressing the heel. soothing the tissues, removing, compressing, and removing, compressing, and removing. Adding a bit more lotion. Round motions on the heel, going down towards the toes, pressing up, and down, up and down, and slowing down. It's just distal phalanges of my fingers. We are moving to the toes, slightly going up, down, and one hand is chasing the other. Interlocking. Almost like a combing technique. Sliding down. Very slow motion. Using just thumbs on the foot. Sole surface and our index finger on inner and outer parts